Welcome to March, friends. This month, our theme in the Carry You With Me community is all about members, which means it's all about you. You and me, learning a little bit more about each other. Why we do that is to build on that sense of community. I don't know about you, but I think there's an important trust that comes in this space where we show up, sometimes feeling a little broken, feeling vulnerable, not always knowing what parts we feel safe to share with the rest of the world. And when we come together in this place, me included, we are taking that chance. We are putting our trust out there, sharing our pain, our joys, our hopes, our suffering, sharing our children, our interests, our hobbies, our questions. And so it's important to me that every year we take some intentional time to focus in on you and who you are and what unique qualities you bring to the world and our community. You might have noticed me talking a lot about vision boards over the last few months, and this is one of the workshops that I offer and things that I'm really passionate about doing. We create these boards with clippings of imagery and words and numbers and signs and all sorts of things, little bedazzlement stations I call, with colors and paints and stickers and all sorts of stuff. And the beauty in creating these boards and why I like to start off the new year or springtime sessions with them, but they're really great for any time of the year and for multiple topics. I often find I create 2 or 3 a year for myself at different times, is it gives us that chance to go outside of being really prescriptive of what we're looking for and doing this traditional goal setting exercise, and creates a space for us to sort of intuitively pull things. Use the imagery and the words to guide us. Feel that nudge from within that's saying, oh, I don't know why I picked that color or that image or that saying that really resonates to me, or that one word. And we start to build this story on our board. And one of the things that often happens on the back of the boards is we see these really private messages to ourselves, or that reinforcement of that side of ourselves that maybe isn't always visible and open to the rest of the world. And why I share all of this now is I was just sitting with mine in the full moonlight the other day, looking at it, reflecting on it, and really looking at that backside of my board. And this year, the story that mine was telling was a really deep, intimate, personal story of things that are really important to me and reminders to myself of things that are necessary to incorporate in my life and focus on. Family being a part of that, and also looking at who I am as an individual. Some of the things that showed up on my board this year that I shared with you as I open up a little bit about myself were the desire to have more art and creativity in my life. I used to have a flair and fun background in fashion, and so incorporating some of these style components into the way I approach my life, the way I approached my business and interactions with people. Maybe that's little splashes of color and design in different ways, or taking a look at how I cook a meal or presentation. There is also pieces of nature, something that is really important to me as well, and the reminder to get outside, to be in nature, to have that healing experience and that refreshing experience where you can get out and you get that fresh air, but you also get that moment to be in nature where you see that bigger picture of life. You can take a moment to see that kind of worm's eye view and that bird's eye view of what's going on in the world. And it's a great reminder to apply to my own life. Some of the other things that showed up on there was cozy factors, I call them. A fireplace with a cup of coffee or a warm drink in front of it across the bottom of my board. This is something that really nourishes me. I love being by a fire, outside, inside, and the coziness and warmth that it brings. This month in the community, I'm going to be reaching out to you to find out things that light you up. What brings you comfort? What are some of the questions that you have right now going through this journey of loss and love together? What are your hobbies and passions and interests? Maybe you have a career you'd like to share, an achievement or accomplishment that you've made in the last decade. Maybe something that you're participating in with your community or your family. something you're studying or learning. All these pieces, all these intersections, our culture, our location, our age, all of these factors play into how we experience our lives, how we work through our grief. I like to use the idea here of this give-take concept. So for this month, I invite you to give-take. I'd like you to think about, for yourself, what you could take from this community, what you might be able to get from an interaction with another member, an article, or an exercise. And I'd also like you to think about what you could give. When you signed up or when you log on here, what is something that you think would be special for you to give to the community? Maybe it's an inspiring quote that you found. Maybe it's a bit of information that you found really useful, or a technique that helps you regulate your nervous system or helps you through moments of anxiety. Maybe it's a beautiful celebration or tribute that your family or yourself finds comfort with in celebrating your last love. Maybe an article you want to share or a favorite destination. We are here for it all. Part of building this relationship together is breaking down some of these walls and opening up in a safe space. You never know who you might inspire or what little gems you'll find for yourself that maybe make an impact in your day or stick with you forever. I thank you for being here. I thank you for taking the chance on this community. And I hope that you always find some inspiration here along the way. Take care, friends. I wish you all of the best for March. I hope that there's little seeds that are planting within you today and in the coming weeks that can start to grow throughout the spring and the rest of this year.